standing here in Taman Sri UK, Ampang Jaya, Kuala Lumpur. Behind me is the site of a tragedy that happened way back in 1993. To be exact, December 11, 1993. A whole tower block consisting hundreds of apartments collapsed. This site is called the Highland Towers, and the tragedy, the Highland Towers tragedy. What did the local council and government learn from this? Immediately after that, a lot of investigations, a long legal battle between owners of apartments and finance companies, as well as a lawsuit against the council and the developer, which resulted in the engineer of that development team being sued. The outcome of this, which can be found on many documents across the internet as well as court documents. But what's important today is the lessons learned from that day. Apparently, the local council and the government have not learned much. For I will show you some videos of hillside developments that will cause problems like this in the future. So what is the objective of the government and the developers? Well, we can all argue that it's greed. Because for a place like Klang Valley, there really isn't a real shortage of land. Therefore, development on hillsides must cease, as it affects both the residents of the area as well as the environment. This bungalow is right next to the Highland Tower site, and evidence shows that it has been abandoned for a while. For whatever reasons, I am not sure, but you can see that there are trees that have been felled, and this could be due to the movement of underground water. As a result of that fateful day on December 11, 1993, you can see these two blocks that has been vacated and abandoned for safety reasons. So, who do we hold accountable for all this? And as long as developments along hillsides continue, we may face another tragedy like this one. What drives these people to actions like this? Perhaps the local council should look more into the local development bylaws in order for residents not to come up in arms like this. They will take a view of There are many notices like this in and around UK Heights. Abandoned sites, perhaps bought by developers, with planning, seeking to redevelop this to apartment blocks, rising the density of the population in this area. What more, with slopes like this, it could be detrimental to the environment. Understandably, this area of UK Heights is a prime land with lush greenery and beautiful bungalows. Perhaps a drawing point for developers to try to muscle their way in and build high density projects. Something that the residents here have rejected continuously. The council is not helping. In fact, they are a part of the problem. Will local councils from the next state councillors help out in this area? All these are questions left unanswered. If we continue to stand back and allow developers to develop green lungs like this, then we will certainly have nothing to leave for our children. This is Tony Yu for My Blog TV.